So too in England. Through the 16th and 17th centuries, Protestants and Catholics fought over this land in a conflict whose visual scars can be found in churches across the country. There's no more powerful evidence of that than Ely Cathedral. Though later much restored, Ely remains an exquisite jewel of Gothic architecture. Its cavernous nave, its ornate carvings that still reflect their medieval colours. And high above, this extraordinary octagonal lantern, almost a gateway to heaven itself. But during the Great Religious Schism, the splendour of Ely would fall victim to one of England's most infamous Protestant reformers. On the 9th of January 1644, Oliver Cromwell, who was then governor of Ely, marched into this cathedral in what is one of the most mythologised and probably highly embellished incidents in the English religious civil wars. It's hard to imagine it now because it all feels so tranquil here. But the story goes that Cromwell went up to the priest who was conducting evening service, told him to put away his version of the prayer book, to stop the choir singing and kind of turn off the music moment. And then he either actively encouraged, or at least did nothing to stop, his troops turning on the fabric and the images and the glass in the place. As they went through the vestry and the cloisters, what they did was basically smash the place up. Cromwell's attack was just one assault in a long campaign against the images at Ely. For these reformers, the worship of holy images was a Catholic superstition, a distraction from the pure word of God. The images at Ely had to go, and here in the Lady Chapel, there remains evidence of widespread destruction on another occasion. Lots of different kinds of iconoclasm have gone on here. The original stained glass windows are one obvious casualty, but they've also gone for the figures of saints, of kings, and the scenes from the life of the Virgin. Sometimes the whole sculpture's just been removed, but quite often what they've done is they've just taken away the head and the hands, leaving the body in place. It's as if they were aiming to destroy those bits of the sculpture that gave it its most living power, the bits that you interacted with. The point is, I think, that this isn't just random vandalism. This is quite focused, even thoughtful destruction. Iconoclasm is something we often deplore, but there is another way of looking at it. Those figures, minus heads, minus hands, have not been made invisible. It's almost as if they've been turned into a different sort of image in their own right. An artful narrative of religious conflict. But there are more, and perhaps unintended consequences to such artful destruction. Liberated, you might almost say, from the figures of saints and prophets that once crowded the walls, and with its clear stainless windows, the Lady Chapel has been transformed, giving us another version of beauty. This is a tremendously aesthetically pleasing space. It's light and airy and a marvellous mixture of austerity and decoration. And we owe that to the iconoclasts.